These were Freddie Mercury's last seconds on stage. The concert was as great as it was chaotic. A fan was killed, and the band had to leave the venue by helicopter, not knowing that this would be the last time their legendary frontman would sing in front of his adoring fans. However, contrary to what it seemed, the reality was stark and invisible to the eye. 2 hours earlier, Freddie Mercury was stretching backstage and energetically preparing to go on stage.
How long have we got? 5 minutes? 5-10 minutes?
With over 120,000 tickets sold and the crowd buzzing, Queen was preparing for what was to be their last show in the company of one of the singers with the best vocal range in history. At the time, no one even suspected what the band's lead singer was going through. However, a year later, Freddie received the shocking news of his illness.
When we did discover that Freddie had this terrible AIDS virus in his body, there was still a disbelief in us. You know, you think, no, it can't happen to our mate, it can't happen to Freddie, you know, there's going to be some way out of this, you know, he's going to be cured. And right up to the last minute, I think it was, we knew but we didn't know. We sort of refused to know, if you like.
Freddie only shared the discouraging diagnosis with those closest to him and preferred to keep it quiet from the rest of the world.
He and I had a long meeting, and I talked to him about preparing a press release, which he didn't really want to talk about. And he said, well, whatever you want to do, dear, I don't mind, because what he wanted to talk about was his music still, because even at that very late stage in his life, the music was the one thing that brought him to life.
Although Freddie's rapid physical deterioration prevented him from touring and playing concerts, that was no reason for the artist to let himself become beaten. On the contrary, he asked his team and bandmates to continue recording.
Look, you probably know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm suffering from. You know what the problem is, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to make music till the day I fucking die. And let's get on with it.
Era una figura enorme que además se encontraba en un pico profesional evidente. ¿No? Esto en combinación con la historia que tristemente conocemos a nivel personal de él y cómo fue traicionado por mucha gente en su carrera. Al final termina siendo un problema de confianza y de querer amarrarse un poco al último, quizá respiro de privacidad y de algo suyo que sabía que se iba a saber.
In this way, Freddie managed to release 2 more albums with the band, continuing his artistic legacy despite the obstacles that life put in his way.
The man was so strong that you couldn't even tell he was sick, really, honestly. And finally he said, well, I have to sit down now for singing. I went, maybe I was stupid, but maybe I was just trying to ignore it, really. Maybe I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it.
In this way, Freddie Mercury was showing the world that even with all the odds stacked against him, if passion really drives you, you will always come out on top.